going live today to express our thoughts and opinions and to let everybody know what happened concerning the CJ case and again our experiences and I know everybody was expecting a documentary. I guess that's still in the works. There were some technical difficulties for some reason or other. And I apologize for that, but so I don't know if we're going to still produce that or not because, I mean, I kind of wasn't satisfied with a lot of it anyway. But today, for the first time, we've never done this. We don't like to do this. We don't like to record ourselves. I know I'm speaking for me and Darlene. I'm not a kid. But anyway, we're here to share our thoughts, and what happened. And today, Darlene and the rest of the girls and the family are just finding out what actually happened because they had no idea. So we're sitting here going through some paperwork. And today, I mean, just, you've never spoke out. I mean, you have before, but us together, we never done that. So how has all this affected you?
It's taking a lot for me to even say something right now because I've been through a way lot. But as far as my son CJ is concerned, I just basically thought it was just something we'll never get justice for, saying that the police did it. It was just thrown away. It wasn't going to get no justice for it, even though my son was not in the wrong. My son wasn't going to never see no right, especially when it has anything to do with going against the police to me. I mean, I just, I had another hurt that I had to take. You know, I'm just glad that his dad see that he wants to see justice for it because I've just been through a lot in my life. I'm still going through one. Ain't even got justice for that one. So it just hurts my heart that my son will never get justice to know that he didn't or wasn't in the wrong. He was in the wrong for what he did, but he wasn't wrong for what and the way he got shot and killed. That right there just doesn't lay right for me. And that really hurts me to even sit here and talk about it because it brings up so much. There's so much going on around this world where kids getting shot, kids getting killed in other states and other places. You see them getting justice talked about, getting all this people, helping them out and seeing what their parents is going through. But when it comes to us, I don't know if it's Oklahoma City or not, but we just nobody's tried to contact us to see how we were doing with the deaths of many children, or even how we was doing with the death of how CJ got killed. So it's just something that I want to work on, just seeing that it gets out there about my son's story of what really happened.
So we're still we still come in grief, we're still grieving, and this is not. And I think me personally, I'm not looking for sympathy, but we just want the truth and facts to be out there, And again, like I said, if y'all will please share this, if you will, Chantel. I'm sorry, Tiara. Sorry about that. How has this affected you?
It affected me from knowing, losing 3 brothers. One, we only know how one was really gone, and only one is getting kind of justice or whatever going. And CJ, we went to court once, but we never heard anything about him. Just that the officer
that was actually
went back to duty.
And that one, I don't mean to cut you off, but that one court date was to get rights for us to be able to sue on behalf of CJ. So
we never even got a chance. No one cared. Only the police. I just felt like he really got off on it, and he didn't have to explain himself or nothing, because all the facts was there of how he could have really he didn't have to kill my brother. He was unarmed, not ready to shoot. He was no harm to him. In dark, it never would have. It couldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened.
Right.
He could have got help if they cared.
and the fact that again, there we don't know. We had been through this with the killing of Lincoln 10 months prior to CJ being shot and killed, but and with I did receive Lincoln's what am I thinking about? Autopsy. No, not the autopsy. The police report. And that police report, when I got Lincoln, it was thick like a book, just about like this. So, like, from Midwest City, we still today don't have not one police report. We don't. Out of all this paperwork, that's federal documents that people could go look up themselves, we don't have not one police report. Not one police report. And as a family, like, you know, how do we look at this? It's 5 years today. All this, the attorneys that came, these people put so much time, effort, energy, and money into this case to disappear with no explanation. And I'm obviously, you guys know, I mean, and there are so many unanswered questions. What else can we do as a family? Like, what else can we do? We've done everything the right way, the legal way. What else can we do? The attorneys, like, from my understanding, or from our understanding, again, they're just finding out because did y'all know anything prior to seeing any of this paperwork today? What happened? What was the last thing that y'all heard of about the case?
I heard we were just getting started, but we haven't heard anything 5 years later.
5 years later. So would it be fair to say that our back is up against the wall? I mean, like, what else can we do as a family? What else can we do? We, you know, and if there are any attorneys out there, I would that could help. We would gladly appreciate it. And we're not asking for anything for free. So, and for those that don't know the story, obviously October 5th, 2015, our son, their brother, CJ Pettit, was shot and killed. Was shot by a Midwest City police officer, James Hill. Later dying, 18 days later. And again, today marks 5 years. We just want what's right for our son and for their brother. Again, there are so many unanswered questions that we have. Again, like, I don't know if you can see that. It's probably backwards. That's IMSA recorded CJ's last words were, "I'm not gonna run, I can't breathe." IMSA recorded that. So like we want to know, well, why did he say that? Why did he say that? That's one of the questions that we have. Why? Again, so many unanswered questions with the disappearance of the attorneys that again, we don't understand how and why would they do this? Why would they come and put so much time, effort, and energy, again, and money into this case and to disappear? To disappear.
Who they going against? Police. You gotta have money to fight against the police.
And that's just something that we don't have. Not like that anyways.
Money or the story to get out to the right people.
Yeah. Right.
Because if it gets to the right people, everybody help, everybody, you know, do their part as into sharing the story, sharing us what happened, the story, then I believe that the story would get out. And the right person would see it. But if we don't have the money. But if it can get to the right people, everybody share, everybody share it to public stuff. Share it to stuff that is going to get out there. You never know what we can, help, what kind of help we can get. And from the right people, not from just people that just, like we've been done.
Yeah.
We actually want some justice because my brother, he did not deserve what happened to him, period. He didn't. He wasn't even that type of person. I just know he wasn't. And it breaks me up every day thinking about it because I just think about how he felt that night. How alone he felt. How he, how they just shot him up for no reason and then made it seem like he did something that he didn't do. Like, that's just not right. They didn't care about our family. They didn't care about how we felt about it or nothing. Like, his life definitely mattered. Just like everybody else's. So I just really want my family to get some justice because it's been way too long. Way too long. And I miss my brother. Definitely miss him.
And we talk about like a lot of the previous the Black Lives Matter stuff been going on, and I understand, and we highly respect the Black Lives Matter movement for what it is for the people, but when we talk about locally here, Black Lives Matter locally, there are so many cases, not just CJ, there's so many here that are like unsolved and not touched on, and nobody says nothing. Nobody addresses it. I'm very well sure that the Black Lives Matter local people here they're very well aware of this case, but they will not. Nothing. And the NAACP are very well aware of this case, but this is just the truth. They are all very well aware of this case, but nothing. So again, what do I mean? If anybody got the answers, I don't know. In fact, I personally had a meeting with the mayor of Midwest City, and I also attended a conference with the mayor and other city officials, just as well as the chief of police. I also attended a conference with them, and it was to bridge the gap between the community and the police. It was to bridge the gap between the community and the police, and this is with Midwest City Police Department. So so I thought, well, if we really want to bridge the gap, then let's start here. What's right? What's righteous? Let's start here. So I met with the mayor, and the mayor suggested that I contact the attorney general and the the bar association, and report the attorneys. And guess what? I've done that, but I still have no response. No response. No response. And so, again, what do you do? What do we do? And again, there are so many other cases like this. What do we do? And so, again, we, on top of us going through this with CJ, again, we just had another son. They just had another brother that was killed just a year ago. So we're still grieving behind him. So we're still like triple grieving still. But we maintain. And I know there's folks praying and we appreciate that, but we want justice. We want justice for some form of justice for that officer to be charged. Again, because we didn't ask for these attorneys to produce this video analysis. We didn't ask them to do none of that stuff, to say that CJ did the opposite of what the police was saying. And true enough, when we first attended that first meeting that we had with the police, when they showed us the video, right? Was that what Did y'all see that before the attorneys even got a hold of that footage? Did y'all see CJ pulling the gun test? No, you could never tell that. You could never tell that. And by the time the video got to the news media, man, that video was chopped and screwed. Like, it was different videos, and people were not aware of that. And so people, they put a narrative out there that people bought. There was a narrative put out that people bought, and that's just not the truth. I know I personally mentally prepared myself. I don't know how y'all did before we even got to see that video. You know, I was like, if this is what CJ really did, man, I just gotta accept this shit and just move on. Right. Because, you know, I just gotta say, I don't know why my son just did this, so I don't know how y'all felt, but that's how I mentally prepared myself before we even got to watch that video, right?
Yeah, that's what I did.
I mean, but that's not what we saw. And so now, did we ask them to go have the video analyzed or anything like that? No. None of us, but this was done. It was done with whatever expert this guy had who worked with the FBI, who worked for the police. He analyzed this, and from his analysis, it did not happen. What they said, what they stated, it just didn't happen. And based off that alone, can we get some type of to reopen this case? And so at the end of the day, we're still demanding justice today. I mean, I would, you know, like I said, I support the movement, you know, for our people, that is, but not the organization in itself, because this is real life for us. We're not, of course, you didn't hear CJ Pettit or Lincoln Price name over the international news for everybody to jump on the bandwagon, but it's still happening. We still here, right here in Oklahoma. We still here with no justice. And again, these people, we didn't ask them to go put all this time, effort to do nothing. Like, can you at least finish where you started? I mean, and that hurts. It hurts, man. I mean, it hurts me, and it hurt me because of who the woman on the case. I mean, the woman who started all this. We had so much faith in her, like, and it was just. At the end of the day, what people don't know, the case was dismissed because of neglect on the attorney's part. We're not the attorneys. We're not the professionals. So why should we have to be penalized? Why should we have to suffer because of whatever they did wrong? Man, we want what's right and what's fair. What's fair, what's righteous. And you people know that. Y'all know that. Y'all very well, y'all know that, man. Everybody in here is in their right mind. I'm definitely in my right mind. They're in their right mind. So nobody has lost their mind. But you know what? We could have been lost our minds.
We deserve to lose our mind.
You know, thank God that we still got some sanity. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all. And I don't know if, you know, like I say, y'all just don't know what I go through behind closed doors. You know, people don't know the things I experience, you know, and I don't know what y'all go through, you know, but I can, you know, I'm never gonna be judgmental in nothing, you know, in the way we handle this, because everybody still grieves in their own way, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I assure y'all, we're not crazy. Again, this is just what's going on. Like, we're still here, we're still grieving, and at the end of the day, they still want justice, some form of justice for their brother. And I want some form of justice for my son. And again, like, you know, there's a document, these people even did a documentary already, right? They did a documentary a couple years ago. Never released it. Never put it on the air. Why? Why did y'all do all that? Why? Do y'all understand that? I mean, am I tripping or what? Like, why? Why did they do that? Do we have the right to ask these type of questions? Do y'all feel like that y'all not supposed to ask questions?
Oh, we
I
definitely supposed to ask
thought
questions.
something was getting done within these 5 years. I didn't think we was just riding. I thought we was gonna get some type of justice. I didn't think we was gonna have to wait till the statute of limitations to figure it out. I thought we would have did something. I thought he would have got some type of justice. I don't see how he got none, and his actions are proven. It was a whole dashboard cam. It got everything.
Mhm.
How you gonna make up what you think you saw?
Not to mention they never brought up the college campus surveillance from the surveillance from the college that was from Rose State. But that's anyway. But yeah, we this is, man. I don't even know if you call this a plea again. And we just expressing ourselves because, and somebody has got to know this, the truth. You know, somebody needs to do what's right. Again, we've done our part.
Part is missing with me.
Exactly. And what did you read? What did you read before I wrote
First
that?
time seeing that.
Yeah.
This is your first time seeing this.
Yes.
It says, "I'm not going to run. I can't breathe."
What did you read in this?
After he got shot in his back. Back.
Yeah, first shot to the back. First shot to the back.
Thought you don't shoot running.
But anyway, and so did we do something wrong as a family to not receive some form of justice? The attorneys, our black attorneys, our brothers and sisters, man, y'all know who you are. I really don't want to name, but people know who y'all are. You know, and I'm not going to even name your name, but people already know who, you know, especially here in Oklahoma. They know who you are, but man, I'm hurt. I don't know how y'all feel, but that hurt me. That hurt me because I really believe y'all was really, was for us. Y'all showed so much compassion and passion for the case. Like to really disappear, that hurts, man.
In March,
Man, man, with no explanation after all of this. And again, they wasn't even aware of a lot. But just for, you know, man, I'm hurt behind that. But I'm not gonna stop. We're not gonna stop. We just still have to work behind the scenes doing stuff. I'm not. I don't get on there telling everything that I'll be doing, but I'm still trying. Because this is a part of it as our family. So, man, y'all got to know, like, it's not made up. This is really going on. It's not made. We're not making this up. Like, what's righteous, and we supposed to be doing everything right by law, and the law is still not respecting due process. And again, when you're supposed to have these people in your corner that's supposed to represent you and your family to disappear. Again, what are we supposed to go hire another attorney somewhere, man? Like, we know this costs money. We don't have money like that. And then, would I be wrong? I don't know how y'all feel, but would I be wrong if I speculated and assumed that these people were sent or something? Because again, like 5 years, and I'm not sure of the exact details to the statute of limitations, whatever have you say that, but I'm not real sure. But like, it's just odd that we're here at that point 5 years. Like,
Right.
am I wrong for, you know, all I got is to speculate and assume, and I never wanted to do that. You know, from the beginning, because I think I really believed in these people. And you know, they showed genuine, what we thought to be was genuine, interest. But anyway, so we just want to share that with y'all, that you know, again, We appreciate the prayers and all that kind of stuff. But man, this is real life. This is what's going on in the flesh. Like this is what's these people. It exists. And man, we're just asking for these people, for the legal system. We know. I already know what it's about. Everybody knows. But just do what's right. And again, should our family be penalized for the negligence of these other attorneys, or for what the attorneys, for their negligence? Should we be penalized for that, man? We didn't ask for that. We didn't ask for that. So somebody within the legal system, somebody, even with the state representatives, somebody has got to know this and say, come on, like, they know that mess ain't right, man. Come on. And again, I had a meeting with the mayor and had a little, I'm trying to, like, I don't want to hate the police, like that. But damn, look, y'all still the same shit. And y'all want respect. Y'all want the respect, and you're still not respecting the process. And then I can't even so much as blame the police so much in this part right here, but the part that the attorneys did. Because again, this is based off what they did. So justice for CJ, man. We just want to share that, share how we felt, our thoughts, and again, maybe the right attorney can, or the right person can direct us into the right direction, or give us some information that could be beneficial for us in this matter. Man, this exists. This is what I want people to know. This is real. Like, this is what's going on, and it's cold-blooded to me. But we're living this. We're living this thing for real. We're not. It's not the bullshit that you see. And again, I respect those who were murdered, but at the same time, we still have this we're dealing with here.
Yeah. They still ain't been all they wanted to be.
We're just asking for due process, do what's right on the judicial system. And again, I've reached out to the Attorney General. Again, I've reached out to the mayor, and I've had a meeting with the mayor and city officials. Attended a conference where I was to be on the panel, but out of respect for the agenda, I removed myself from the panel. That's what people don't know. Because I know how I really felt, but I just want to see how they would respond. Mm-hmm. How can you bridge that gap? But that's what I went there for. Is I wanted to bridge the gap. Mr. Mayor, Chief of Police. So we're still asking for this today, 5 years later, October 5th, 2015. Justice for CJ, man. Justice for CJ. We're going to end this, man.